As women, we experience a cycle of various physical and hormonal changes within our body. Maybe coincidentally, it's similar to the amount of time it takes the moon to go through its cycle from new to full to new again. Since I am simultaneously experiencing a flowing of blood spilling out of me month after month as I watch this moon flowing alongside me up there at a similar pace, then I choose to allow that to be an important aspect of my awareness and consideration. The moon shines on us, the sun shines on us. We know the sun very well, don't we? Some planets, moons, suns, and stars can be seen with just our eye, some with a telescope, some too far away to see from here, even with the best current technology. While these planets and moons and suns and stars aren't so close that their beams can be felt entering us through our senses and warming our skin and providing us with nutrients like we know the sun to do, they are still shining on us and are seen by us, even if just subconsciously. Therefore, I choose to allow them to also be an important aspect of my awareness and consideration. These things that can become acknowledged aspects of our awareness and consideration are basically expanded environmental factors that can have some effect or influence on us. I am not a doctor, so don't believe anything I say. Through this journaling method, we are entertaining the idea that some of these inputs could affect us or be utilized by us to support changes in us physiologically, mentally, and emotionally. Again, I'm not a doctor, so don't believe anything I say. We have some ideas about environmental factors impacting our internal and external landscapes, such as the flu and sunburn. We consume inputs through our senses: mouth, eyes, nose, ears, skin, emotions, or however things are able to enter the body. For example, it's 20 degrees outside. That may influence me to wear a coat. I started my period today, so I'm not going to wear that white dress I plan to wear. It's a new moon today, so I'm going to set an intention for the month and check in on it during the full moon. Even if the government placed all of the moons and stars and planets up there, they told us that there were 12 astrological signs when there were really 13 to create some sort of mass confusion. It's all a figment of our imagination. God did it, or God instructed, puppeteered, and or hired other beings to do it, or we're all in a matrix and everything is a construct, everything is fake, and nothing is real. Astrology's writings and observations provide us with various themes to explore as we live out our lives. This journal allows you to explore those themes inside and alongside your life with its daily journaling function. Even if you think it's all nonsense or coincidence, the signs suggest topics worth exploring. This same journal could be made into a version that even allows you to dig deeper into your religious text of choice or any other topics that interest you or that you don't consider nonsense. In our future conversations, I hope to be able to share with you what I mean by that and how to set that up, but the star of today is the 2026 Menstrual Moon Journal. This is the updated homepage. I ended up adding 2027, whereas in the first half of the video, you might have seen that it only had 2026. This is the prompt library containing over 7,600 prompts. As you may know, there are 12 astrological signs, but I also included the cusps. I felt like the cusps were a good idea because the prompts then combine the topics from the two signs into one prompt. So it just makes the prompts a little bit more dynamic. So there are 24 signs to choose from. Under each sign, there are the 4 menstrual phases: menstrual, follicular, ovulatory, and luteal. And under each of those, there are 10 prompts to choose from each. So then you can copy it, paste it into your journal page next to your prompts. After you use it, you can put a strike through it. You can underline it. You could change the color. You could put the date next to it so that you know what day you used it. Or you can Control F in your Notion and it'll find that exact prompt where you answered it in your journal. I included 2 kind of basic templates. I wanted to keep it simple and universal. You can create your own template, and in some future videos, I'll go over some ideas I have for more detailed templates and templates for specific things like irregular periods, menopause, etc. I'm just showing right here where you can paste the prompt and you can turn it into a toggle list so that you can tuck away what you've written here to where you just see the prompt, you don't see your responses. Here I'm just showing you how you can put links to other journal pages onto your page. So for this example, something in a previous journal reminded me of what I was writing about, so I added a link there. You could do so much with that feature. I especially think about if I were to add a reflection page at the end of every month to add any particularly special entries that maybe I want to reflect on at the end of the year or something. I also included a property on the database that tells you the time of the day that the sign changed. So it'll tell you at 11:32 a.m. on this day, the moon went into Taurus. If you want to get crazy, you can even set alarms to actually actively be writing about these things as they're changing around us. There probably is a way where I could put it in there to where you guys can change your time zone and then it show you the correct times, but mixing in the words and everything, the only way I could think to do it was to make multiple properties, and I already have more properties than I originally wanted on here, and I didn't want to overload the database with too much stuff and it be overwhelming. So it is in EST time because US stock market. If you don't menstruate, you could just delete those 2 properties from the database. You can still use the same prompt library. Just open all 4 of the cycles and choose from the 40 instead of choosing from 10. And just ignore the bleeding specific ones. You'll still have plenty of prompts to choose from. I'm going to go through and clean up any last minute things that I feel I want to before I send it to you. And if you enjoy stuff like this, then I probably enjoy people like you, and you probably enjoy people like me. So let's stay connected.